how you really know you changed your life and you really change yourself, because it's not just the life, it's you who projecting your life, is when you react to things differently. That's how you know you truly deeply changed, and your life as a result will change. They have to. It's just a law.
Welcome to the Effortlessly Abundant Life podcast. I'm Natalia, a certified hypnotherapist and a mindset shifter. Not too long ago, I was a broke, burned out, multi-passionate, single woman to now making six figures effortlessly, marrying the love of my life and attracting what I want by using my unique bridge method. I'm here to help you achieve the results you want in any area of your life by owning your true unique self with less doing, less stress, and definitely less effort. Now let's jump to today's episode in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my loves, and welcome to another episode of Effortlessly Abundant Life. It is 6 a.m. and I'm recording this, and I just really opened my mic and I did my little prayer, and this is going to be one of those episodes where I'm going to channel. I'm going to speak from my heart and let the messages that need to find you to find you. And I don't really have a script. I don't have a topic. I don't have anything other than the pure intention for whatever needs to come through me to come through me. Before we start, I want to invite you for a free workshop. Where are you going to learn how to manifest your effortlessly abundant life? I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to give you this step by step of how to create that dream life that you always wanted, to escape the grind, to escape the matrix, and truly live a life that you are excited to wake up for, that you are not anxious on Sunday night and not worried about every time you go to sleep, that you are knowing and trusting and having this immense feel of gratitude, of support, of safety, of comfort, of inspiration, of love, of just feeling freaking alive 10 times more than what you feel right now. So if you want to know how to create that for yourself, go ahead and sign up in the link in the bottom. It is going to be on July 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I live in New York, so that's where we're going to be. And I'm so excited for this. And I feel now more than ever, we all need something to realign ourselves, take back our power, and really decide how we choose to feel, how we choose to be, and therefore how we choose to create and what kind of reality we choose to create among the chaos, among the whole thing that going on right now in the world. It is your choice of how you respond to whatever it is that's going on. And believe it or not, it's 6 a.m. There are a lot of cars out there in New York City. So if you're here, honks or anything like that, just be in this vibe of New York City apartment and a summer day, and you get the feeling. So what I feel really called to speak to you about, my family lives in Israel right now, and I really, it's not about politics, it's not about anything, and I really don't want to bring it up because we're so beyond that. And I think the people that listen to this podcast are beyond the right, left, beyond the right, wrong. We know that we all hold the responsibility of what's in front of us energetically. And it's our time, initiation time for our true liberation and freedom. We're moving to a new frequency, to a new age, to a new world. And unity is the only answer, right? So, knowing that through these events, and all happening to all of us, for us, personally and globally, as humanity, this is going to allow us to unite in a way that we never thought was possible, to see beyond the differences physically or even beliefs, and seeing how we truly all one. We all are part of the same energy. And we're all here to expand and elevate one another through love, because love is truly only the answer, the only answer. And maybe personally, things are falling apart, or you feel this uncomfortable feeling in the background. You don't even know what it is, but you feel different. You think different. You want something different for your life. And as I'm kind of sharing with you, my parents were now, my mom and my dad, they're pretty kind of used to after living there for 20 plus years of constant wars. I moved after my military service, after serving for 2 years, I've been through two wars, just serving in the military and really seeing up close all the tragic stories and also the miracle stories, right? But it was definitely traumatic. And one of the decisions that I decided to move out of Israel was like, I don't want to live around that chaos and be my normal. I just don't. And I really wanted to achieve more in life, to have more in life. And I don't know why, New York always called my name, and I always wanted to be part of this. And that's what I did. And now that my parents live there, and as I said, they're used to it. But this one hits different, and I can feel it. The destruction, the chaos, the uncertainty, the real fear of global war, right? This is not a joke. This is not a little here and there, when you have, obviously it's not a small thing, but when you live in Israel, you already you have your own set of proportion. And if it's a small scale of terror attack versus a missile coming from Iran, right? It's a different story. But all I know and what I noticed that I react different. I can feel the change. I can feel the destruction. I can feel all these things are happening, all these walls and the matrix literally falling apart in front of our eyes. And although there's fear and there's worry and there's uncertainty, I feel different. I feel for the first time after going through multiple wars, going through COVID, going through all these personal things in life, this really grounded stability that I didn't have before. And I thought to myself, wow, how how is that different now? Why is it different now? Because when you truly change your life and how you really know you changed your life and you really change yourself, because it's not just the life, it's you who projecting your life, is when you react to things differently. That's how you know you truly deeply changed, and your life as a result will change. They have to. It's just the law. So I noticed that I'm grounded. I noticed that I'm not emotional. I noticed that, yes, I feel in the background some sort of like, okay, there's worry, there's thoughts, but I don't let it drive my consciousness. I don't let it drive my energy and my emotions and my being, if that makes sense. I allow it, I feel it, but I really deeply know that we're all going to be more than okay. I know that we're heading to a really good future. I truly believe that things are going to be better than ever. And before things are going to be good, we have to destroy and remove the old. That's how the universe works. Before creating a new planet, you have to destroy it. It's just what happens. And even for ourselves, when you think about evolving to your next level, right? Evolving to your next version of yourself, your old version has to be killed. And it sounds dramatic, but when you think about it, that's what it is. And a lot of time we mourn that version of us and we're trying to relive it, but it's not possible because you are different. Old friendships and old relationships that died, it's part of that. In order to create something new, We have to make space and remove what's no longer serving us. And that's what we see globally. But look at also in your personal life. See where things are falling through, maybe relationships and people, and maybe a job or a certain person or any dynamic that you currently feel that is kind of falling apart. And it used to be really good. It used to be really good. And that is the thing. We're like, how a good thing could kind of fall apart. And the truth is, it's not about what we think is good. It's what our soul, our higher self knows what truly best for us. And we don't see the bigger picture. We don't see, okay, there's something way more aligned that is waiting for you. A lot of our friendships just feel cold to say that for somebody who needs to see it, hear it. The relationship that you mourn that fell apart for whatever reason, even if it had good reasons or not, but you still kind of deeply crave that deep connection that you had, was based on trauma, was based on mutual trauma that you fed one another. And when you are in the deep healing journey and you change, that relationship don't serve you anymore. And it's just not in your alignment anymore, not in your frequency anymore. Therefore, it cannot live and be in your surrounding. So therefore, instead of kind of, it's almost like you remember when I'm sure you all had that ex that treated you like shit, that you really had it was terrible, right? But you still choose to remember the good things. You're still like, oh my God, but that was amazing. And I was so in love. But you know it was shit. You know it was not good for you. You know that was not something that was supporting you in any shape or form. But you still hold on to the good. You still hold on to the depth, but it was the depth of your trauma. Trauma feels more potent than peace. That's why we're addicted to drama. That's why temporary, it feels good, right? It feels good. But in the long run, it's obviously not. It's almost like drugs, right? On the moment of doing it, you feel amazing, right? You're drinking your glass of wine, you're happy, and then you feel some sort of way, right? And then if you whatever whatever you did or you're doing drugs, whatever, you feel that high in that moment. But then you feel that dip, and that dip, it feels deeply hard and harder the more you're aware of it. So that's what's happening right now. When we are no longer subscribing to the drama, subscribing to the chaos, something changes, you know, and it feels different. And I want you to know that you're actually on the right path. It's supposed to feel like that. Your true nature is peace and love and openness and warmth and all these things that used to fill you, distract you, those relationships and those things you were looking for, trying to justify or be right or judge other people to you so you feel better about yourself. It just doesn't feel good anymore because you are evolving, you're healing, and you honor peace more than anything. And that is a great thing. That is a great thing. So, what is my message for you right now? For those who needs to hear this, with all that is going on, you still have a choice. You still have a choice of how you choose to feel amongst all that noise, chaos, war. You still hold the power of how you perceive that current reality. Miracles still can happen in the midst of recession, of financial collapse, of wars, of all the things you see around you, because you are the perceiver of your world. You are. And whatever you choose to focus on, that is where you're going to manifest more of. You are a co creator. Don't forget that. You are not a victim of what's happening around you. You still get to choose how you want to feel. And instead of being reactive and listen to the news and scrolling on your social media and getting in this hype again, drama, right? I want you to start feeding your future self, feeding your mission, your purpose, why you are here. How can you be a leader in this current moment? Where can you lead your close environment, community, your family, your friends, your working space, or the people you are inspiring, if it's on social media, whatever you're doing, you hold that power. How can you be a light in this dark time? That is a time when you're going to look back and you're going to think to yourself, I wish I did things differently. I wish I didn't fall into the trap of the worry and feeling helpless and actually take ownership of my life and my energy and do incredible things. So, this is not the time for you to stop whatever it is that you're doing, your purpose, your mission. It's not the time to stop making money. It's not the time to stop being your highest version of yourself. It's not. It's actually time to go even stronger, even more all in on whatever it is you're creating. It's not the time to lean back and allow everything to kind of overwhelm you. It's time to really take your inner leader out and say, how I can make this moment and this situation the best thing that ever happened to me. How can I look back and say, oh my God, I'm so proud of myself for doing this, for being this, for initiating things? So, what it is right now, I feel called to say right now that somebody needs to hear that you need to get up and do the damn thing you're saying you need to do. Do it. The world truly needs you. You're not here for no reason. You're here because you're needed. And if you're not putting yourself out there, if you are hiding from the world, you're hiding from yourself, you're hiding from your mission, you're hiding from your purpose, you're hiding from your being, from life, you honestly can hide. You're just depleting yourself by not being your fullest version of yourself. So how can you take a deep breath, dust off all the bullshit, all the chaos, and say, okay, what do I want? How do I want to feel? What I feel called to do right now. And start from there and see how your energy changes. See how all these things around you completely completely disappear because again, whatever you focus on, always, it's a law, always going to serve you. I choose to know the miracles are going to already happening and even more going to be apparent in the future, in the near future, for myself and for humanity. I choose to know that this is going to be the greatest time for me, that I'm going to attract more abundance than I ever did, that miracles are going to happen every single moment, and I'm going to allow it and I'm going to witness it. I'm going to be grateful for it and I'm going to focus on it and allow more to come in. And this is the time. Not when everything is good, when everything is calm. That's not when we learn. That's not when we really truly heal ourselves. Healing is when the trigger happens and we choose differently. That is true healing. That is how you know you deeply healed and learned the lesson you came here as a soul to learn. So, with that, I know this hit for somebody and it's something you needed to hear right now. And I invite you again, if you feel right now more than ever that you need that type of clarity to get back to your senses, come back to your power, come back to your mission, to your purpose, I invite you for this workshop on July 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It's completely free and you don't want to miss it. And I highly encourage, if you want to bring a bunch of your friends and make a fun night out of it and do something as your close surrounding, something that is going to truly fulfill you and create this deep bond by creating a mutual vision and supporting one another. This is the place. This is the time. So invite all those people that you want to share this with and join us. It's going to be so much fun. And it's going to be potent. It's going to be no bullshit. I'm going to give you everything. It's not me keeping any secrets or anything like that. It's going to be what it is that you need right now to take back your power and still manifest your most effortless abundant life amidst um, among all the other things you want, but knowing that you still hold the power, even if it's a war, even if it's a financial collapse situation or anything right now personally you're also going through. So let's reset, realign, and with that, my loves, I'll see you in our next episode. I love you.